And what is up, YouTube tubers of the world? My name is Brad. Welcome to a Merry Christmas live stream. And we got Neil here already. What's up, Mr. Neil?
Going on, everyone?
Sorry if I'm yelling at you. I'm flying off the walls right now. Running late, I still got Christmas projects to get out. So I pushed it to the last minute. Thought I already had this live stream set up. Went into StreamYard. It wasn't set up. And then the internet wasn't working. So
hey,
we're going, though. We're going.
Heck yeah.
Let's see who was waiting for us. I did put a message in the chat at least. Let me see.
Stop yelling at Neil.
Stop yelling at. I'm going to win everything. And by the way, guys, I told everybody to join the live stream. They had to wear a Santa hat. So I'm kind of interested to see who's going to show up. I don't think Junk from Work will have a Santa hat.
If he doesn't, he's not allowed to, you just kick him off.
Just cut him right then and there?
Yeah.
Not allowed?
I think Dan McKevitz, he's going to be good to go.
I don't think he'll show up, to be honest with you.
I'm never talking to him again then.
Got no show Dan. So, guys, what we got planned tonight? We got
Turning
with the $25 super chat. Appreciate it. Only donating because of the maintenance, man. But it's all my money, so I appreciate that.
I appreciate that, Turner.
Neil making me some money up here.
I didn't even have to take my shirt off this time.
How's them Steelers doing, man?
Not good right now.
Really? I know they had lost one.
They've lost 2 in a row, and our team's got a ton of injuries, and it looks worse and worse every week. But as always, I'm going to have faith.
Gotta have faith.
Gotta have faith.
They definitely still are going to make it to the not the Super Bowl, but the playoffs at least. Yeah,
definitely. Audubon Dan, Eco Belkin, Brandon.
Who do we got here? Well, that's not a Santa hat.
And just wrench it. He's got an elf hat.
I told you it was going to be an elf hat if I could get it. I had to pry this from my daughter while she was crying because she wouldn't let me use it.
Well, since you made a child cry, I'll accept it.
Well, that's more often than not anymore, right? The older they get, the harder they are to please.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's about to turn 8.
Man, I didn't think you had a kid that old.
That's young compared to everybody else around, man. I feel like the old parent.
No, I'm the old parent. Neil is now actually, because Neil just had another one, so he just got pushed back to being the old parent.
You're younger than me, right? I'm 37.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but my kids are 2 and 3, or 3 and 5. Shit.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You got me there.
2 and 3, 3 and 5. Same difference.
They're alive. Okay. They were alive. They were fed today.
Hey, you're doing good, man. Better than most.
Counts for something. All right, guys. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, we will be having a few giveaways throughout the night. To enter the giveaway. Oh, wait. I wrote down the rules. Because there's some intense rules. I'll get to them. There's rules somewhere. All right. To enter the giveaway, you must be present in the chat to win. I need to know you're here, so you're going to have to chat at least something. Not yet. Give me a minute to pick my stuff back up. Got to be 18 years or older. You got to subscribe to all the channels you see. You got to hit the like button on this live stream. And then you must travel to Pennsylvania and chop down a shrubbery with a herring and bring it to Neil at his house and be in the USA.
Yeah, USA for sure.
See, there we go.
That is the most fabulous.
It's not bad. Can you guys hear me? I've had such technical issues.
Oh my god, can I
With
make
all
it
that
bigger than
fancy
everybody else?
computer, come on, I'm running off an Acer.
I haven't used it in so long. It's just ridiculous.
Let's just get a nice,
Brad
good
said I had
look
to get
at him.
honestly, Brad, it was neither that or I was going to find a white hoodie just to like mess with you. You know what I mean?
No, let's not do that.
There we
That
go.
takes ugly sweater to like another
Dude,
level.
you have no
It's
idea.
Ugly hoodie. That's sweet.
I mean, we have a real Buddy the Elf here.
Exactly. Yeah. I figure there's enough Santas in this chat.
We got a few questions. Turns by Turns says, seriously, have to like it? Of course you have to like the stream, Turner. Of
Why
course,
would you
'cause
not?
I see everybody that likes the stream. As soon as they hit that like button, it pops up on my side, and I know if you liked it or not. So you got to hit that button.
Is that I feel like
And
Brad's lying.
Eco says, what if I'm under 18? Well, then find somebody that is 18 and don't tell me you're under 18.
Make them buy you cigarettes.
All
And beer.
right.
Well, that's Canada.
So I'm going to be writing people down as I see them leave comments. You're going to get assigned a number. These guys in the chat won't know what the number is. And when the time comes, they're going to pick a number, and it might be yours. So if you want to enter, you need to leave a comment so that I know you're there. And I'll double check when that time comes. But just that's all the rules. Junk, that is just, I can't get over it, man.
You can't accuse me of not being in the spirit.
Are those little bells around your neck?
Well, no, I do have a festive belt buckle, as you can see on this midriff area. I am more built like Santa Claus. I did have a hoodie. This is like a little bit form fitting. I look like Robin Hood. But I did have a Pug Life sweater that I was planning on wearing, but I didn't have the stupid hat. So here we are. Dan McKevitz, once again, too good to join us tonight, son of a bitch, or what?
Not here yet. We got Knox, McKevitt, and two reviews on. And like I told everybody, they can come and go as they please. So if y'all got something to do later, you're more than welcome to leave. As long as everybody doesn't just leave me at once. I mean, I know I'm not great to hang out with, but you got to stay for a little while. Okay.
I'll hang in there.
What's everybody been up to this weekend? I mean, we got Christmas coming up on what, Friday?
Yeah.
It's Christmas. Like, it's the least Christmas I think I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Yeah.
Despite
it's
my
been
luck.
so fast. We can add these to the giveaway. I picked these up today. They're a novelty, but they're functional. Two very generic 50 cal bottle openers. Now, I did open one, and they're not actually rounds. They're like machined. But the thought is there. It's a cheap little holiday gift. I can actually afford to ship those out as compared to some of the heavier stuff that I have. So I will send those out to somebody. Well, two people.
Very nice of you, just wrench it.
I'm actually trying to get these guys to sponsor a couple live streams for me. So, Grind Pouches. If you're looking to get off of tobacco,
pussy,
get Grinds.
Dude, I'd love to do some tobacco reviews, man.
Oh,
I think they would watch them.
No,
I've seen stuff like that.
They have them.
Yeah.
There's a guy with over 1 million subscribers that does nothing but review snuff.
Yeah, I think we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
Brad's dream job.
Outlaw, I think his name is.
I'm pretty generic on the snuff, though.
What do you chew? What do you chew, Neil? Grizzly, right? Skull. That pussy skull shit, man.
Fuck you, man. I chewed Copenhagen for like 10 years.
Copenhagen is just too expensive. That's ridiculous.
It is.
What does a tin of Copenhagen cost?
It's like $4.50, I think, here.
$4.50 for a tin of chew?
Yeah.
Last I saw it here, and this was years ago, it was almost $6.
There was
$6 whole dollars? That's outrageous.
We
There
get
was-
taxed the shit out of it.
Oh, tax shit.
Yeah.
There's two pretty good budget brands. There's Red Seal, wasn't too bad, fine cut. And there's this one called Cougar, like way back, is $1 for a can.
Yeah.
It tastes just like Skull Straight.
A tin of chew in these parts, I'm pretty sure, is $24. And
Well,
that-
y'all get them little thin
little
cans
pucks.
too.
Yeah, not double down.
That's like half the size of our cans.
I can't afford to chew.
The
That's why
sample cans of that.
it's the land of the free. How's the civil unrest been down there? I've heard nothing but horrible things.
I'm not even sure if we have a president yet, to be
Oh,
honest.
nice.
I haven't had a chance to keep up with it at all.
Has anybody, to get us completely banned and demonetized, has anyone seen the supposed videos of like the fake vaccine injections?
Yeah.
That's I'm just saying that's real suspect. Like, I wasn't planning on getting it anyway, but I'm getting more and more concerned when they put something into somebody's arm that the plunger's already down. Like, what are we doing here?
Like they even zoomed in on it. It's like they're like, well, we're either going to fail.
Did you see the one where the chick, she got it like in front of the cameras, and then a few minutes later comes up to the yeah, she passed out like right after, like dropped, boom, like she was talking and then down. The next thing is she rises back up with a craving for human flesh.
I'm legit considering just like going far north in Canada.
Well, yeah, you're gonna go see Barry McCockiner.
Hey guys, we got.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead. Let's pivot because we got a question. That I think y'all would have great answers for. We can kind of go around the table with this. Any great last minute gift ideas from Kevin Pollitt?
Ooh, for who though?
For you, let's say you would want a gift. Of course, it's going to be dad or tool related.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Can we sit on it for like 5 minutes?
What's that?
Can we sit on that for like 5 minutes?
Well, I think about it when I tell everybody that I forgot to tell or put it on my community page. Harbor Freight has a 30% off anything under $20 for Inside Track Club members coupon right now.
Now, Brad, remind me again. Is Inside Track worth it?
It depends.
He doesn't give a straight answer at all for that.
Well, there's not a straight answer. No, but not everybody's the same. If you want a straight answer, here's my answer. If you go to Harbor Freight at least once a week, it's worth it.
Okay, so for me,
don't mess
not so much.
What? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna fight him on this one. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Especially now that you don't have the coupon bowl to deal with. It's $20 for a year and $30 for 2 years. And if you sign up online, you get 10 of that back. So can you save $20 in a year? Now, granted, Brad does a great job of pointing out when the Inside Track Club price is higher than available coupons or using the 20%. Brad does a great job of sorting through all that for us. But most of the time, the Inside Track Club is going to be your best price most of the time.
It really allows more opportunity to use the coupons because most of the time the coupons you're going to see on Inside Track, you'll see as a regular coupon as well. Right now, I think that's going to change. But it also allows you more opportunities to get that stuff.
I've always said Brad is the best at doing basic math of anybody on YouTube. 100%.
Hey, we're in America.
Vision.
That's
He's
not
carrying the denominators. He's got it.
That's calculating a percentage. That's like college level math.
Yeah, man. Decimal points and stuff.
You carry the two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wait till you start doing your daughter's homework. You'll be real confused.
If you want to see how bad it's getting, go to if you go to drive-through or something and give someone exact change.
Oh, that's the best.
The hell out of them, man.
We got rid of the penny though, so we simplified things a little bit. But
you got rid of
the penny? Like in Australia, they round up or round down or something like that to the dollar.
See, the thing in the States, you can actually buy something for 4 cents, like a half a tin of chew. Up here, 4 cents doesn't get you very far, so they said we'll just get rid of it. We'll start at 5.
That's that free healthcare, right?
Yeah, exactly.
One of those European countries was boasting. This was a while back. It was one of those silly facts or something, but to get rid of their pennies and lower denominations of currency, they just made prices to round numbers. Yeah, and it basically phased them out. And that I think is a good plan. We waste like a few $1 million a year or something printing pennies.
I do not miss the penny for a single second. And usually, like on your debit card transactions, it's rounded to the nearest cent. So unless you're paying with cash, that's the only time that you're gonna have to do any rounding. But I mean, maybe that's just over you Americans' heads.
Well, I only care about quarters. That take a penny, leave a penny. I throw dimes and nickels in that bastard all the time.
Old
I
cigarette
take
butts.
dimes and nickels right out of that thing.
I thought that was the tip jar.
Yeah.
Leave a penny, take a quarter.
Hey, on this question here for Michael, I'm sure you guys might all have one, but that when
The when?
it's pretty decent.
Did you buy one?
Yeah, I have one. If you want to see a pretty good review on it, Wrangler Star actually did one.
Hold on, how do I remove this guy? Let's get him out of here. Okay, so if you want to see a good review on the Wen drill press, Brad's Workbench reviewed it, and he's much better than Wrangler Star, by the way.
Okay. Because the Brad's Workbench that I know, I don't think is, but maybe are you watching a different one? I've seen a few.
Anyways, the Wen, I agree. The Wen is a good drill press for a homeowner. 10-inch, 12-inch. I would say stay away from the electronic variable speed. That's just my opinion. When you buy something cheap, you don't want to make it complicated.
I like the belt. It's pretty easy.
It's very easy to
You can tighten that bastard up, get the pry bar in there when you're drilling through something a little bit too hard. Oh, yeah.
Wait, how long ago did you do that video, Brad?
Oh, it's an old one. Over a year.
Maybe it was yours I'm thinking of then.
I still got it. That old girl's still rocking, man. I've drilled through steel, hardened steel. I mean,
I know Grimute got the bandsaw, I think.
yeah. He did a good review on that.
Really good.
I think his channel is going to grow quickly once people find out about him.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
But check this out. When I just found it or saw it or somebody brought it to my attention, I can't remember. Either way, I got to it. Their benchtop thickness planer. And they have a router now, or not a router, jointer that come with the spiral cutter head already.
Yeah, didn't you post that on your community post or
Community or
Instagram maybe?
One of the two. But man, I'd love to get my hands on one of those.
So what is it? When is the brand name? Of
Yeah,
When.
they've actually been around like a while, and
So it's like When Tools?
yeah, I guess it's supposed to be pronounced Win.
Is that Henry?
Oh, they look like Works, like that Works brand.
Yeah, they're a little bit better than Workside too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Great stuff for homeowners for sure. It's affordable and it's
A lot of corded stuff.
well made and yeah.
Oh, Neil, they have a cordless drill. Get on it, buddy.
When has a cordless drill?
Apparently.
They got a cordless impact, and they also have, I believe,
My buddy Henry's here, man. Guy I used to work with, smart Chinese dude. Works his ass off. The Hongi son, we call him Henry because we can't pronounce that shit here. He's in the chat. I ain't seen him in a long time.
Hongi.
Has anyone actually seen the Ryobi drill press in action?
No.
Because I haven't heard anything. I think it's kind of weird, like it's an anomaly. I was down at one of the stores, this was a while back, but it's like an outlet store for Ryobi in Milwaukee. And so they get a lot of the factory refurbished stuff and things like that. But they had one down there for a pretty good price, just a little more than like the Harbor Freight. And I thought about it, but I couldn't come up with any reviews or real world information on the darn thing. And I was like, I'm not going to stick my neck out and be the first one. Plus, I'm never going to use it.
I think it might have been what you just said is, I mean, I feel like a lot of people shop at Harbor Freight, to go less expensive.
John Lowe
Yeah.
asked, "Is the wind planer holding up?" It's still going strong, man. I do need to change the knives, and it kind of got off left to right. I think because I had it on a flip cart. But as far as still being used, I use it on hardwoods. I knew it was coming.
So you bring that over to the neighbor's house, or
I mean, I used it on ePay
well, fantastic.
twice
Somebody
as
was
hard
asking
ago.
about the icon stuff. Have you guys had much more interaction with it?
No.
No.
Did
Yeah,
they
I did
recall
anything.
ratchets?
Yeah, they fixed that.
Did they?
They
Yeah,
never.
they got
They
everybody
never
there.
gave the free ratchets though.
They got, what was it? They got a voucher to get
No.
another ratchet.
Bullshit.
You didn't?
No.
That's
I
what
got
they were.
my in the thing. They said you could take it back for a replacement, or you could take it back and get your money back and get a replacement later. So I got my money back, but I never got my replacement later, which I can't bitch because I got my money back. But it's not what they said they were going to do.
Well, right. They can't give you any because they all got recalled. They had to get some stock boy in the back to squirt some lube in all of them before they could put them back on the shelf.
And I really only bought it because I did that video kind of killing the hype on it a little bit. And everybody's like, oh, you can't do a review unless you bought it. And I'm like, well, it wasn't a review. It was just saying that these tools, this quality tool has been out there all along. And so I decided to buy one, and I did a little rundown on it. And it's not a bad tool. It's just they overhyped it. And
Yeah, I see it every time I walk in the store, and I walk right by. I mean, I don't give it a glance.
I'm gonna come right out and say it. That roto head ratchet, I like it. It's pretty good. It's not as good as like obviously it's not like, oh man, you know, this thing's the best goddamn ratchet I've ever. But I have used that thing a ton, and like up to 15 millimeter. Like I will purposely put bigger than I normally would on that quarter ratchet. Hasn't slipped once. The only thing is they have a selector switch on the back, and I got fairly wrinkly fat hands. I had to grind it down because it would pinch my skin between the selector switch and the roto head when you were choking up on it to spin something in. That was the only thing. So I ground that son of a bitch down, and it has been rock. So I'm actually going to do a video on it where I apologize to Icon. I kind of want to try a couple more of their things actually. But that's where you actually, okay, you know, there's the hype, then you use it in real life, and usually it's somewhere in the middle. Like,
Right. It's the price. I think everybody seems to have the biggest issue with.
yeah, and that's fair. I'm just basing it on the merit because like it was like $1 million for me because of the exchange rate, and then I had to get it to Florida.
Yeah.
But I'm more just testing it on its merits as a tool, and I've used the Snap-on one like for quite a few years actually. So, and that one failed on me as well down the road. So we'll see how this one.
How is it compared to the Tecton?
It's way better.
That was your video, right? Comparing it to the Tecton, which is
it's way better.
Pittsburgh version.
I wouldn't say way better. I would say because I gave the Tecton replacement. I actually gave it to the tech at our shop, and the guy he'll do 7 engines a week. Like he does tons and tons of. He's a real mechanic, not like me twizzling wires around. And I gave him that Tecton ratchet, and he loves it. And I said, yeah, you know, they're a really nice, you know, German tool truck brand. Like he doesn't know anything about tools, and yeah, he loves it. Like he's been using the shit out of it. So, you know, for him it worked. For me, I don't know. I like the feel of it. If it's $10 more, yeah, 100%. I would say go for it. $20 more, it's hard to say. If you're using it every day like I am, I would probably spend the extra $20. But anything more than that, I wouldn't say it'd be worthwhile.
Well, Kermute gave us a nice little super chat and said, everybody here has an awesome channel. Surprisingly.
And he has an awesome channel. It's coming up.
The thing that gets me about him is he's just starting. So this is his shitty videos when you think.
Yeah, it's pissing me off. I see that every now and again. I'll see some new channel, and I'm like, what? I did this all wrong. Like they start out at like gold tier level, and I'm like over here in bronze league trying to
I'm really excited for Brad to start like turning the wick on, taking it to the next level. I think that's gonna be great.
I think we're all watching that and rooting
Keep
for
on
it, 'cause
watching.
it's you're on the precipice. I've talked about this in my live streams. You're like right on the edge of what we consider greatness in many ways than one. Not even just the YouTube, your products, your.
That's not at all what I
turning.
meant, but
Right.
I like where he's going. I do.
I understand what you meant. 'Cause
Brad literally told me the other day how much he liked rice pudding. He's the oldest 30-year-old man on the planet. He loves it.
it's amazing stuff, man. It's that perfect amount of sweetness.
He messages you that at like 10 at night.
It doesn't hurt his teeth. He loves it.
Exactly.
What teeth?
Hey, there's still a few in there.
Oh man.
I got you beat on that though. I was switching my phone carrier today because of the separation, right? You got to split things. So I was switching my phone carrier, and he had texted me earlier. It was like the last message I got. So when I'm sitting there trying to figure out if my damn phone's working from the switch, I decided to just call him and see if it was working. And he answers the phone with, "Why the fuck are you calling me?"
I'm a nice
Like,
guy.
oh, hey, it's nice to talk to you too.
By the way, I know you saw that. BSS, he likes rice pudding as well.
I mean,
Steve Combs, rice pudding is awesome. All right, so we got rice pudding fans here. Maybe I should run to the store and we should give away some rice pudding tonight.
Is it a Texas thing?
Well, no, Steve isn't in Texas. He is an older gentleman, though, I believe.
Is that like tapioca? What is it? I don't
It's
even
like
know.
tapioca, but different.
So you're the people that like chunky peanut butter. The texture matters more than the flavor? Is that?
Uh,
I
Brad's
can't
like
say I've ever had it.
Brad's like the type of kid who would like go through the Halloween candy looking for the raisins. I feel,
now, I'm not
You wanna be-
well, that's the other thing is there's two types of rice pudding. There's the kind that's like the tapioca, that's more creamy, and then there's the kind my mom that it's like some kind of rice and you put raisins in it.
You ever get trick or treating and someone hands you like a fucking candied apple or caramel apple and you're like,
It's like wrapped in saran wrap. Like, what the hell am I
It's
going to do?
not
with
Yeah.
this? I'm not
No
going to
parent
this.
is letting their kid
like,
eat that.
what am I supposed to do with this?
Basically, you should have given me a softball because I'm just going to throw this at something. Really.
I would just leave it. I'd deny it right there.
Thank you, ma'am.
I gotta know how old Steve Combs is now. He seems a little perturbed. I called him an older gentleman. At least I called him a gentleman. I mean,
Takes one to know one,
orange
Yeah,
black
some
paper candy.
blonde. Yeah. Oh boy.
Curdled milk. That's
Ugh.
Uh-oh.
Look at this bearded bastard.
The infamous
Good Lord, that's thick.
Yeah, the beard has gotten bigger.
uploading
Holy
videos again to
that's a
YouTube.
bush right there.
Poor wife.
Wait, let me see. Is that a Santa hat? Let's check him. How do I get him bigger?
That's SK.
That is not a Santa hat, sir.
Oh, Brad, get fucked.
I told you it's as close as I got. I told you I could get close. This is it.
So
That's pretty rare. Those sold out real quick when they put them on special.
Yeah, they did.
From a distance, so it does look Santa-esque. Santa-esque.
I mean, as long as it has a ball,
it looks
Yeah.
exactly like
Festive.
Saskatchewan Rough
As
Riders.
long as
too.
we got balls in our faces.
Yeah, balls in our faces, we're good.
Yep.
Neil says Steelers, so I still like Knox's better than his, and I don't even watch football.
Will Harding
people-
says punk Santa. That's what.
It's
God,
your
If Knox came down my chimney, I would have a shotgun. I wouldn't be. I would be fucking terrified.
No, you just throw a pile of scrap brass at him, and he's shiny, and he's fine.
Let me remind everybody in the chat. Pretty soon we'll have our first giveaway. So leave a comment. Comment something. Comment that Junk from Work looks like
Uncircumcised penis. Continue. I got it.
Something.
My name is Barry McCockiner. Thank you very much.
What? What?
Barry McCockiner. Irish.
Yeah, you haven't caught that yet? It's right there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to grab a beer. I'll be back.
I can't keep up with all that. I'm a busy guy here, fellas.
Hey, Steve. Yeah, I had to read that twice. The second time I wrote it out loud whenever I was in the back, I was like, Barry McCockiner. That's clever. Clever. I like it.
Knox, how is the M12 90-degree impact? I've heard it's a piece of shit.
I use it all the time. I use the
Is it
half-inch.
underpowered?
It's whenever, yeah. Compared to the stubby, it is. Yeah. The only difference is the reach. So
yeah,
a little bit on the depth of it. Like I was doing, God, what was that? It was under. They were fucking air shocks, is what it was. Suspension shit, and I could fish it up in there in between the gas tank and the other shit where I couldn't have got the stubby. And it was enough actually to break those loose, but
okay.
It needs more. It needs more.
What about like would you say it would be kind of more comparable to the long neck ratchet? Like would you say if you could only have one, would you go ratchet or impact?
I'd go ratchet because with the ratchet you can actually use it as a ratchet and you can tighten shit and you can bust shit loose. With the impact, it's just the trigger pull. There's no snap action on that bastard. So that's the other thing that's actually kind of nice about it.
That's true.
You
Yeah.
don't ever slam your hand into whatever because it's just an impact. It doesn't grab you and bite. But if I had to go with either, I'd go long neck ratchet. I use the fuck out of mine every day.
Is that the impacting ratchet they have now, or just their normal?
No, that's their impact.
Okay.
They've had ratchets forever, but this is a new
Gotcha. Yeah.
long reach right angle impact. It's nice. Do you have to have it? No.
Fair enough.
Handy? It's handy most of the time. It doesn't have the balls you would think it would, though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if it was putting out even, I mean, that stubby is very impressive. Like, I'll pull wheel. Like, all I do is work on trucks, and that is my only cordless impact right now. Like, I get the arrow very rarely. It's surprising, actually.
Yeah. No, the stubbies were game changing. This if it had balls. And the weird thing is, I say have balls. It's the same fucking motor that's in the M12 stubby.
Yeah, it's weird, just, right? Harmonics, the weight. I don't know.
Yeah. Something is off. If they could fix that and put it out, and it would have like 400 foot-pounds, I don't think people would buy the
it'd
stubby.
Be perfect. And that's the thing. Like I saw that when they first released that. I'm like, if that thing has some jam, everybody will buy that. It's 100%.
Yeah.
I've heard mixed things. And the new mid torques, the new brushless mid torques, they look really good, but same thing. A lot of guys are saying they're pretty heavy for the little bit of space savings. So I don't know. I throwing around getting one, but it's like $100 more to get the new one from the last gen or whatever. So
yeah, I don't have any of the new ones. I don't have any mid torque shit. Well, kind of. I have the lug gun, which is the one that comes with a 4-inch anvil on it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically.
He's a scary guy, huh?
Looks like he's a monster.
He's a monster.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, say hi to him. Say hi, Mr. Monster.
Hey, Mr. Monster.
Which one is that?
This
Is that
is
me
you.
or Barry?
I'm pretty sure it's you.
Oh,
What about this guy right here? What do you think of this guy?
He's like
An elf. Here, let's make him bigger.
Mommy.
Hold on.
you don't want that elf on your shelf, kid.
Yeah, you
Look at
definitely.
that guy. What do you think of him? A goo goo. All right, let's look at
That's fair.
That's fair.
Caroline. What do you think of that guy?
Oh, mean.
He looks mean. Okay.
That's fair.
I can't. I don't know how to get it off of you now. You're stuck here. There we go.
Thank goodness. That was a lot.
I switched kids on you too. All right, y'all gonna go to bed? Okay. I see them. They're pretty. You girls be good, okay? Yes, I saw mommies. No. All right, where were we?
Man, Brad's wife is way cuter than him. Hey, I think we're all thinking that, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's the first
Anyway.
time you've been
Oh, yeah.
seen, isn't it?
Ah.
Scary monsters I got on here.
By the way, review coming on this. Very impressive so far.
What is? Hold on. I got
It's a
Soldering iron?
butane soldering iron. I'm pretty sure it's you guys see this? I'll open. You want me to open it up?
Yeah.
All right.
Why not? Why
This somebody was talking about a gift idea. So I was looking for the Power Probe soldering iron kit, and it was sold out. Like you literally can't get stock on anything here. So I saw this really, really highly rated on Amazon, and Audubon Dan posted about this brand. Apparently, they're just kind of up and coming, doing some rebranding and stuff. Like it's made in Taiwan. And I opened her up. I actually just got it today, but the first impressions, I used it a touch at work for some shrink tube and stuff, and it's pretty nice. It was $50 Canadian, so I guess you probably guys could pick this thing up for $35 in the States.
Yeah, 20, 25.
Yeah, that's a killer Christmas gift. I'm really trying to sell it, but yeah. So
One thing I've always wondered is, could you use that as a wood burning kit? Sorry.
yeah, well, it's got some stuff in here for this here for plastic welding and whatnot. Jesus Murphy. No, not that one. That's the soldering iron. This guy here. So if you want to do some plastic welding, and I'm pretty sure you could use that as a wood burner.
Okay.
And mainly I bought it because I had the snap-on one, but I wanted one for doing my shrink tube and one for actually doing my soldering. But yeah, so it's got the little. The only thing I don't like about it, and don't worry, I'm gonna cut it right off. But that lock, you see that? You got to swing that bastard back.
Oh, hell with that.
Right, so that thing's getting cut right off, and then on the side, it's got the lock and the low and high power. So you it's almost like a two-handed operation, and then you get her going, and there you go. But strikes every single time, and yeah, a buddy of mine has the Matco kit, and this one I'd say is kind of on par. Like the bottom is all aluminum, where the Matco one is plastic, but there's a little bit more aluminum on the top of the Matco one. So this is one I'm going to be doing a long-term test, but initial impressions unboxing, I'd say good value for money for sure.
I might look at that because I still haven't got the new butane torch, so I might do the
Yeah,
trick.
Yeah.
So I looked it up. It's available in the States right now. There's a deal on it on Amazon for $32.99. And
Yeah.
coincidentally, the same brand, Lexivon, has a butane torch.
No, get out of here.
That's very similar, and that's at $40.97. But there's a 5% coupon. And I will say I do a lot of the Amazon deals and stuff, sorting through promo codes and stuff. And Lexivon is not afraid to put a lot of those deals out there, so that's kind of encouraging.
Yeah. Initial, I don't really have a lot of tools that I'm buying right now, but that was one that I've been looking at, and it was half the price of the Power Pro kit. So, and like I said, super high rated, and yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. I think that'll be a good one. That's the brand to watch. But $32, that's a kick-ass gift. If you got that from your daughters, tell me you wouldn't be psyched.
I was thinking on the gift idea. The Milwaukee heated jacket is obviously probably the best example of heated jackets out there, but there are some lower cost options available on Amazon and some other places now that it's become a little more common. And I think for anyone that works outside, those jackets make a big difference. So that would be a good gift, especially if they're working outside or something. Yeah, heated jacket or a nice set of like hand warmers, the electric rechargeable ones.
Well, fellas, I think people that have hung in there with us for 40 minutes should be rewarded with something. How about what do you think? What do you think
I
Yeah,
think so.
absolutely.
about that time? Now, Mr. Neil, I know that you contacted somebody. You want to tell us about your prize pack? We should say.
Yes, so I contacted Super Clean, and they are going to give the winner a 5-pack of products. You get 32-ounce bottle of the original Super Clean, and then the foaming one, and then the all-wheel cleaner, the aerosol can, and their floor absorbent.
Nice.
Pretty sweet deal.
That is pretty sick, actually.
All right, so what we got here? I'm gonna run through this list real quick. Read a name. These are all the people that have made a comment in the chat. I'm not gonna let y'all see the numbers though, because Neil's gonna pick a random number. So far we got String Bean, Steam Coast, Corey Lapp, Mark C, Turns of Return, Jeanette Nance, BWS, Hodgepodge, Michael Gardner, Kevin Pollitt, Stephen Vladimiroff, Deadwood Casting, Josh's Industrial Manias, Michael Gardner, Ramite, Hung Yu Sun, Henry, Roadrunner, MC Engineer, David Tallis, Rail 922, John Corwell, Michael Alvarez, Will Harding, Mercury Mark. Man, I wrote these down too fast. Joe Smith, Stella Beth, Super Wrench. So if you're not on that list, you got about 2 seconds to leave a comment and let me know. What am I going to do if I ever have big live streams? Because I don't know how to do giveaways any other way. If I ever get like 100 people in here, I'm screwed. Totally screwed. And Junk, I saw that. Oh, he left. I saw Junk from work. Left comment. He's not allowed to win. All right. So whenever you're ready, Neil, pick a number 1 through 26, and that's going to be our one. Oh, just in the nick of time. 1 through 27.
1 through 27.
1 through 27.
Are they in the order that you read them, or did you put random numbers next?
I'm not going to tell you.
40 painful minutes. That's
Because I feel sorry for the 27th person, so I think the number will be 27.
Number 27, the guy that just commented, Nail
You asshole.
Bender. Nail Bender, you just won a pack of Super Clean. You need to get with Neil or myself. You can get with me too. One of us.
Here, I'll put my email in the chat, and then I'll send just email me the info, and then I'll send it off to Super Clean. They'll hook you up.
There
big
you go.
thank you to Super Clean.
Super Clean.
Cleaning it up.
Is that the purple stuff? No, that's
It
good.
is purple stuff.
It is purple stuff?
Don't pretend like you don't know, Brad. It's the superest cleaner on the market.
I think it's the kind I use for real. I'm looking for a
I've
problem.
used the absorbent medium, and that works really well.
Well, I was looking at them, and I think they're a smaller company, too. Like, they look like they're big because they got some marketing, but I think they're a fairly small company.
They've been around for quite some time.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, like I've only ever I did a plier review for WorkPro, and I did that one review for Super Clean, and those two companies were awesome to.
No, WorkPro's the best.
They just
And
like
for
gave
people
you
that don't know, Neil, I think, brought WorkPro to you.
He really did.
I still never figured out where you got the sign.
From
Where'd you-
WorkPro.
They sent you that with your name on it?
maybe.
Or did you put
I didn't make it. I'm not that smart.
So called that. Oh, yeah. It's fine.
I gotta
Come on,
get
I
you a set
was
of knee
really
pads.
advertising them for how long? It's a win-win for them.
I really, honestly, I had seen the brand, seen it on Amazon, and I had never pulled the trigger until you started talking. I was like, well, let's give these WorkPro shit a shot. And I was pleasantly surprised. You know, what you said was true about them.
That Gear Drive brand too, that's not too bad of stuff. They got some
I like
good brands.
Yeah, Gear Drive's doing some interesting things. I posted in my Facebook tool sales and deals the other day they have a set of boxed in offset wrenches, but
Yep.
and maybe you mechanics will tell me if this seems more useful. They're a 50-degree offset, which is very specific. They're a lot more angled than normal, and I couldn't think of any specific use for them. But I mean, if they make them, there's got to be one.
It could just be that they're trying to be different from some of the other ones too, because no
But
matter
they have the regular too, and they have that. It's like there must be. I was thinking there has to be some kind of application that I'm just not aware of.
Super Wrench says, I thought Work Pro was just some random
It
Chinese stuff.
is.
They are random Chinese stuff, but they're pretty good random.
Yeah.
Well, they're not that random.
DIY type level, you know, homeowners, avid DIYers. They've worked for me. Every application I've needed them. I've never had a tool that didn't work.
Oh yeah.
They make the same company makes Craftsman stuff, right?
So yeah,
They make a lot of stuff.
They do make a lot. They rebrand a lot of stuff.
Well, like I think Jorgensen Clamps is great start.
Yeah.
Pony Jorgensen. Well, they make the Milwaukee Fastback. Tool Review Zone just showed that the Great Start
they're
company,
nice.
whatever their knife company is making the actual Milwaukee Fastback.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got their bits and everything.
Great Star had a like a fair, like an online COVID
Oh yeah, I remember
fair, and I did all this work. I was getting a hold of them, and everything was cool. And then I found in the terms of use that you couldn't use any of the video or anything for any
that. Oh.
advertisement or whatsoever. So I was upset about that. I watched like a few hours of some of their expos. There's some, I gotta say, like I see more innovation coming out of China than from what I see here. I mean, they're trying different things.
Well, in my professional line of work, I don't have to have anything fancy. I can buy it if I want to, but you know.
Right.
There is something to be said for having nicer tools. Everybody knows that I'm the cheap tool guy. I like cheap tools. That's definitely not all I have, because sometimes it is just nicer to have a quality tool. If it's something you're using all the time, they do feel better. They last longer. There's no doubt about it. It's just sometimes you don't always need it. Knox, I know Knox is kind of a tool savant. Some might say he likes his SK. And since you become a full-time mechanic now, Knox, how are the tool trucks treating you? Are you getting on them at all? Are you drinking the Kool-Aid, in other words?
I'm on them 3 days a week, and I don't buy tools 3 days a week.
That's good.
I buy tools 7 days a week. They're just three of the stops I make. I don't think a tool has to say Snap-on to be any good. That being said, there are a lot of tools out there that people push. I'd never use them because I depend on them. And there is a thing for quality. Now, that's the thing. China's stepping up their game. You know, they're making the Apex tools. I think it was Bruce L. He had a video about some Maxim ratchets he got, and they're the exact same thing as gear wrench ones.
Yep.
And they look good. They really do. They sounded good. They sounded like they don't have any lube in them.
Yeah.
You know, that old dry crack. But they sound good. They look good. If they're the same thing as a gear wrench, they're going to be a decent tool. World War III is going to be tough.
And that's kind of how I've always looked at buying any kind of cheap tool. I mean, they're not complicated stuff. You're talking about ratchets, sockets. You know, to me, the American tools where they're going to stand out is they've got to start getting more into the power tool game, I think, because that's really the only place left to innovate. How much better can you make a ratchet? How much better can you make a socket?
I hardly buy hand tools anymore. If there's an electric version, I'll just buy that because there's some actual return on investment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it, Brad. I don't think electronics manufacturing is coming back. Craftsman's bringing back some hand tool manufacturing to Texas down there where you're at, but I just don't see it. And the main reason why is the same thing like TVs. We don't make a single television in the United States anymore. We just the electronics got outsourced, and I don't think unless we fully automate the process, I don't think the infrastructure is going to be there with the cost benefit analysis that's going to make it viable for anyone to try to start up anything. Think about the tool companies. Think about the Lexivon and the Ulsa tools that have to rebrand and do things. Now think of how bad they would get tore up if an electronics company tried to like do that with American made. Like all the Milwaukee guys, assuming power tools, would just tear them up. Ryobi guys would hold fast to their green. The DeWalt guys on the contractor side would swear by them. It's that thing. It's kind of funny because, like, I just found out recently that Snap-on makes multimeters. I legitimately had no idea. Zero idea.
Multimeters.
Yeah, and on the industrial side, or you talk to any electrician, anyone, they will slap the taste out of your mouth if you come with anything other than a fluke. It's just there's no question. If you're gonna trust your life, now I know automotive's a lower voltage and less dangerous, but if you're gonna trust your life to something, or you're gonna guarantee that meter's telling you what you need to know, it's got to be fluke. There's no exceptions. So, like one guy posted in the industrial maintenance, they said they were using a Klein meter, and they just got tore up because everybody is so diehard on fluke. They're never going to go out of business ever.
Yeah.
No, and there's just the industrial standard. I actually did hear that a lot of the Snap-on meters and the Mac meters were made in the same factory as the Fluke ones in Korea, is what I had heard initially, and they look kind of similar, but I've never been impressed with the tool truck meters. You're paying for a lot of shit you do not need, and most guys don't know how to work.
What's the price comparison, Fluke versus like Snap-on?
I don't know. Canada's all fucked up. It's probably twice as much to buy the Snap-on one as the Fluke, which is crazy.
Well, see, I've had a Fluke meter and I've had the Klein meter, and for most people, both are going to get the job done just fine. And honestly, the Klein seemed a little more robust, like the outer packaging. Because Fluke, the one downfall they've always had is they feel dainty. They don't have any kind of rubber molding on the outside if you drop it or something like that. I think they want you to break it, that way you have to buy another $300 meter, But that's the one downfall I've always had with Fluke, is they are not rugged, let's say that, compared to a lot of other meters out there.
I don't know. I've seen some really old ones. I've seen them take a lot of abuse. I mean, I genuinely can say that. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone breaking one to the point of needing it replaced, unless it was like an idiot that read something the wrong way and literally shorted out the meter, and in which case they probably just blew the fuse inside and then junked it and bought a new one. But they really hold up.
A meter.
Have you?
Yeah.
Like
an 8-foot
physically?
fall will kill a Fluke meter easily. But that's the thing is, electricians, especially, you're up on ladders a lot.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it's, I think the main thing with Fluke is it's on the industrial side, you're dealing with higher voltages, and they were like one of the pioneers of the true RMS readings, and so it's just, I think, socially accepted that they're more accurate and trustworthy than a lot of your other options. So I found out even recently that Amazon Basics has, it might even be Amazon Commercial, but they have a multimeter line, and they're asking a ridiculous amount for these meters. And I'm not saying they're not good, but I saw them and I was like, what the hell? Like, what are you doing? And then that's the other thing I don't get with the Amazon basic stuff is they call it basic, so they're admitting that it's like a general product, right? But the prices don't match.
Right.
They ask an arm and a leg.
The whole Amazon Basics thing, I think it's a ridiculous concept, and how they get away with that with their other sellers is ridiculous. Because what they're doing is they'll see any product that's selling well, and then they'll find out who manufactures it and make it an Amazon Basics. It's crazy how they do
and
that.
Sell it at 20% more. But I tell you one thing, they could kill Harbor Freight overnight. I promise you this. And I don't know what's keeping them from that. I'm not in those meetings, but it's not far. It's really not. They could do it in a heartbeat. And we just have so much money. You're like, nobody can compete with us. If we decide to come into your business space, you're gonna suffer, if not die out completely within 3 to 5 years. That's just it.
Let's give something else away.
It's
real
like
quick.
what Walmart did with Main Street.
Like
It's like what Walmart did with Main Street.
Oh yeah. Walmart. Well, Walmart's getting into the tool game too. I think Walmart's kind of stepping into Harbor Freight.
Actually, Walmart here started selling Work Pro. I think we talked about that before, but yeah, they're everywhere, man.
Does anybody know how Hart's doing? Like really doing? Because I keep mixed stuff.
Used it.
Yeah, I'm the only one that has any Hart tools. They send them to me, and then they just flatline after that. Honestly, they're okay.
They suck.
That's kind of the impression I got.
If you have any other options other than something like chemo, then you're gonna go with that. But if you're in bumfuck Egypt, or for some reason you just love Walmart, or you love the color white, because apparently I'm seeing more and more people love their colors more than they do the tool's quality. They're a tool. They're just like Hyper Tough, you know. If Hyper Tough's still around after how many years, Hart's gonna be around. Somebody's buying it.
Neil, maybe.
Yeah, I talked about this in my live stream the other night. Harbor Freight coloring everything, like the tool carts and now the accessories and everything. They're selling the same product. And there's some guy out there that has a black U.S. General tool cart that's like, oh God, they got green now. I got to go buy a green one. It's like, and these people fall for it. Now, don't get me wrong. I get the vanity aspect of it, but you're right. It's like a color game anymore. Like what tool brand you buy is like, oh, I like orange better than orange goes with my channel banner better than green. So I'm going to go with rigid. Like,
yeah, Snap-on was a big innovator with that.
With the colors?
It's a kaleidoscope in there now. It's crazy. Oh yeah, big time. I buy a lot of lime green tools, not really because I give a shit about the look, but the shop that I work in is pretty dark, so and I'm a little bit colorblind, so I usually go for the most vivid stuff that I can get.
The color does.
I go for lime green and orange. Yeah, I go for that just so I can see it. Know where it is,
more utility, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Less likely to lose it. I don't know. That was my rationale, and even I've had tools like impact sockets or punches and stuff, and they're very, they're usually the same color as what I'm working on. Dark blacks, non-reflective. See, and that's why I like cheap tools. I'll take those cock smokers and I'll spray paint them lime green, orange, whatever. Like it doesn't last that long, maybe 6 months or if that, right? But if you happen to drop something, you got a way better chance of actually being able to find it, right?
Yeah.
All right, real quick, let's go ahead and let Matt. You want to give away one of your things, or you want to do both of them right off the bat?
Let's do both right off the bat. We got two, and I will send these out. It's Friday night. I will send them out. I'll go to the post office in the morning. I can't guarantee they'll be there by Christmas because apparently USPS is like swamped with stuff. Apparently, I'm seeing reports of.
Yeah.
But give me a count, and we will have some numbers drawn, and we will see if 2 people can get these bottle openers. You better either drink some soda or some beers to make use of them. I will say that.
All right, Matt. Well, since it's your bottle openers, pick 2 numbers, 1 through 32.
Okay, we're up to 32.
Up to 32.
So I'm going. We got to get somebody that was in early, theoretically, if you're going in chronological order. Do 7 and 17.
7 and 17. That would be number 7 is BWS Electronic.
Nice.
Good guy to win something. And number 17, Roadrunner M. Now, you do have to be present to win, so make sure y'all leave a comment. Let us know you're still here. BWS and Roadrunner M with the 50 cal bottle opener.
BWS is still here. Or BSS. Wait,
No,
BWS?
BWS
WS
Electronic.
Electronics.
Oh, electronics. Oh, he hasn't commented in a while.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, I got my pen and paper here. And also, if they're here, they can message me on Instagram. That's an easy way to get a hold of me.
Next up for the giveaway is going to be, I believe, the Work Pro pack. Let me see.
Oh,
Yep,
BW's here.
There's BWS.
All right. Yep.
BWS. Always going to BWS. Now, Roadrunner. We'll give it a little bit. If Roadrunner doesn't say something soon, then we'll draw another number.
All right.
But so the colors of tools, the marketing of tools, it just gets me. So many people, and Harbor Freight's the biggest culprit of it in the tool world, I think. It's just marketing, and people fall for it all the time.
Well, the original Series 1 was all red, right? The tool
Red
card.
and black, I think, wasn't it? They always had black.
I don't know.
Red and blacks are the classics.
Well, I could have swore the first one was all red. Or it might have been, but and then they introduced 3, and then they moved up to 6, and now they're up to 7 or 8 different colors.
What's up with Hercules?
7. I think 7. Red, yellow, orange, blue, red, black, white, green. I don't know. I never got that worried about it. Like, the color of a toolbox never impacted my buying decision. Now, if they have them all spread out, maybe I'll give it a thought, but usually it's going to be whatever one's there that I want to go buy. Now, Cobalt makes a stainless steel toolbox. That would have an impact over what I buy.
Yeah, that's a pretty box. I've seen those.
I almost had one. I almost bought one secondhand off of somebody. A long time ago, though, the Harbor Freight Rainbow was. What do you got now, Knox? What do you use at work? What kind of box are you using?
Masterforce.
That's Menards?
Yeah.
Yep.
See, we don't have Menards down here.
Yeah, you guys
You
that
don't
don't have
have
Menards are
Menards?
living in the wrong part of the country.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but we were all thinking it.
Y'all have
You
no
have them
idea
up
what
there
they're
in Canada?
Oh, God, no. No, we have nothing. It's just
What do you
Just-
got, Knox? Or not Knox? Junk. You got Princess Auto.
yeah. Well, that's a 2.5-hour drive, but yes, I have Princess Auto, which is like our Harbor Freight.
Then what else?
Canadian
Oh.
Tire. Honestly, I buy the majority of my tools off of Amazon. It's easier. I usually I tend to buy more stuff that's reputable. I mean, this Lex Sonova thing, whatever. It's good reviews, but Channel Lock, Gear Wrench, that type of stuff. But mostly, very rarely do I buy stuff in store. Home Depot, we have that's 2.5 hours away, and I've been buying some cordless tools every once in a while from there.
Eco Belkin says he bought the Hart top chest because Cobalt was not available and Husky looked ugly. See, that's what I'm saying. People put they want their stuff to look pretty
Oh, for sure.
and to match. And look at Autobahn Dan. I've seen that guy has
Yeah.
every color of screwdriver and bottle.
He's the best. Audubon Dan's my favorite. Like that guy loves tools. Like he just loves tools.
He really does.
It's unbelievable.
Has anybody gotten the Weir calendar?
No.
So many times I've wanted to, but it's hard to justify because I actually it's like $110 for that.
Is it? I was just going to ask how much
Yeah.
was it compared to what you get from it.
It's awesome though. Like if my wife got that for me, oh man, she'd be getting it that night. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget about it.
I don't.
Are you talking
I like
about
the
the
weird stuff.
December calendar, like the
Yeah, the
25
Advent.
days?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
would
think
love to.
Stall Willie has one too.
Who does?
Stall Willie.
Really?
They have an Advent calendar too. See, I would get one of those, except for I just got through putting in a transmission on a Saab, and I don't like German cars. If I had a bunch of German tools, they would say, "Hey, this is coming your way.
Bring
I'd
it
have to
on.
say, I don't like it."
God, German cars are unbelievable. Just rocket ships of over engineering. Oh my God.
Yeah, you take something as complicated as a Nissan or Mazda, and then let's fuck the wiring up, do it backwards, and then throw some extra shit on there.
We gotta double her
let's put
down.
An air pump on it. Yeah, let's put an air pump on it. What the fuck you need an air pump for?
It
I
sounds
just
like
put it on there. It'll be in the way of something.
somebody the other day. Ford has a recall now on their half-ton trucks where they have an automatic four-wheel drive system, but they run it with vacuum. They still are using vacuum. In 2020, they're still using vacuum to control four-wheel drive. What in the actual fuck are they thinking? It is unbelievable. No feet. So what happens is, up here anyways, those systems suck in mud and water so fast it would make your tits blast clean off. And they call that a Super Duty. Apparently that's a heavy-duty truck is vacuums. I don't know. Some of the decisions that they make are just unbelievable. But the Germans are worse, I will say.
Yeah. I'd rather work on a Ford. And, hell, you can spend a whole day and a half doing a water pump on those.
Oh, yeah.
Man, like, I'm glad I'm not a mechanic because my views of cars and theirs completely different. I don't give a fuck as long as it gets me from point A to point B.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, the general public, it doesn't necessarily, and it's probably for the best, honest to God.
Yeah, I'm happy to be in the dark.
They wouldn't be putting up with this bullshit.
If you want to know what is a reliable, easy to work on car, go to your mechanic shop and ask them what they drive. Because I guarantee you, after all the fuckery we go through, Monday through Friday, we don't want to be working on our shit on the weekend. So we drive something that's tough, that's reliable, and that's easy to work on.
No,
We don't
no,
drive
totally
anything
disagree.
that's not
You don't
that.
need to go. You don't even need to get off of your phone. You just need to go on YouTube, look up Scotty Kilmer, because every week he tells you what's the worst car ever made
True.
and what's the best thing to ever buy. You know,
84 Corolla. What do you drive, Knox? GM?
GMC on
Yeah, they're the best.
See,
But it's the 08, so it's had the upgrades. It was the last year of production, so all the problems were fixed except for the CV shafts going in through the.
Hey, listen, nothing's
but
perfect.
I mean,
that's
the timing guides on those are great. So there's no need to take the oil pan off.
yeah.
let me talk about this. Did y'all see who? I think it was Eco came out with a 54-inch or 52-inch battery-powered riding lawnmower.
Ryobi has one too.
What?
Yeah, right.
Not that big though. Do they have a 50-something inch?
Yeah,
I got a
mean,
57
it's a
inch.
zero turn, like,
I have a riding lawnmower.
Dude, I can't believe it.
22
I
inch.
can't. Even a 48-inch riding lawnmower that's battery-powered. That's crazy to me. That's a lot of juice you got to have.
I want to buy one of their 2-stage snow blowers for work.
My
I
mower
don't
is
know what that
battery
means.
powered.
What's the difference between a 2-stage and a single-stage snowblower?
The 2-stage and a single stage?
We don't have snow blowers. I don't even know what that means.
I love that so much. What's the snow blower?
I always was told it's like you have the 2-stage, you have the thing spinning it up, and then inside or something,
Yeah, Neil's right.
something like that.
I'm a Canadian. I'm a snowblower expert.
Yeah, come on, Junk. What is it?
Yeah, Neil's right. It's got the one thing that does this, and it's got the other thing that shoots it up. You need
Yeah,
So
to,
it's got one stage,
yeah,
and then it's got a
Single stage
second.
is just
exactly,
shooting
an
it up.
auger to shoot it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 augers. Yeah.
I've never even seen a snowblower.
They work really well. They
It's like a
really
lawn-
do.
Neil puts his snowblower out and bungee cords it to his snow machine, and then that's how he cleans the driveway. It's just a whole bunch of snowy shit, you know.
Shit.
I put two single stage snow blowers in tandem and that makes it a 2-stage.
Yeah.
It's like the human centipede of snowblowers. Yeah.
Let me get a triple stage.
Oh man, snowblowers suck.
No, but in all honesty, the 2-stage Ego would be pretty cool to have. Gas sucks, man. It really does anymore.
Well, I was just gonna say it'd be awesome to have a battery power because the main thing of dealing with the gas powered anything, especially in the cold, it's getting it started. So you got a battery powered snowblower. I assume that's pretty damn handy.
What about
Especially
those
2 stages.
the power shovels? I know Cobalt has one. I think. I figured they were garbage, but I didn't know. I've never had the balls to buy
The
one.
best things are you can buy those big brush ones that are like 2-stage snow blowers but bigger. They even have hand warmers on them. But the big brushes work the best, I think.
I'm having to look it up because I have no idea what you're
The biggest
talking
thing is like
power show.
those snow power brushes. If you have a gravel driveway, which I had, is a real treat. That will, especially when it's so cold up here that our snow is like sand. It doesn't stick together. Like you have a hard time making a snowball. So yeah, like that. I would still have loose gravel at minus, so it's minus 24 right now, and yeah, that son of a bitch would grab and throw rocks like you would not believe. That's all it did. It barely even moved the snow. It was just a rock thrower.
I'm surprised you guys even moved the snow. I thought Canadians just drove through that all the time.
We holes are down, bud. I drive a Subaru. You can't stop them.
It was about
You ever
80
give
degrees
people
today
shit?
down here.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I got a fucking heater on blowing on my nuts so I don't freeze them to the stool. And I'm just in Kansas.
I have my air conditioner on. Santa hat's making me a little warm.
Yeah.
My wife and I slept with the window open 2 nights ago, and I woke up and we have a little humidity gauge and a temperature thing because I'm old. It was 10.5 degrees Celsius in our bedroom. That's where we were sleeping. And I literally woke up and I looked over to her and I'm like, it's so fucking cold in here. Like if we had kids, they would all be dead by now. Like it's so fucking cold.
That's what I'm thinking. I was thinking if anybody from Texas was there, they'd be dead right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got down to 60s, and actually we had a week in the 40s, and I was telling the kids, wait inside, let me go warm up the car first.
You are not warming up the car in Texas. I don't warm my car up here like half the time. It has to be
You have
bad
to go outside?
It's treacherous weather, man. 40
You
degrees.
have to go outside to warm up your car?
Well, yeah.
You can just click the little button twice and then go out in 10 minutes?
We don't have that fancy stuff here. I still got to use my key to unlock my door because my damn fob don't hardly work anymore.
I got a video on that.
Do you really?
Yeah. What kind of car is it?
Dodge Ram 1500.
Okay. Yeah, mine's GM, not Mopar.
Oh, Dodge has the worst stupid plastic keys of life. Talk about your pieces of shit.
They are, dude. This damn thing will lock itself 87 times when I don't even have the keys in my pocket. But when I want it to unlock, it doesn't do shit.
Yep. I will
Yeah.
say, oh my
God's
God,
wiring.
the here's a PSA. Anybody who's looking to buy a vehicle right now, do not buy anything that they're making during COVID. Holy shit. We're getting trucks in, man. I had a test drive today on a truck with 16 kilometers. It's about 5 miles on it. And I was on my test drive, I peeled the plastic off the seat, took her for a burn, and the transmission locked up. Bam! In the middle of the fucking road. I had to like put it before low, rev the nut bag off of it to limp it back to the shop. Brand new truck. We had another one. The heat didn't work. The quality control on these new vehicles has gone down so bad. So anybody out there thinking about buying something, maybe just hold off for just a little bit, then come back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the place I used to work makes components for cars. They're a tier 1 supplier for GM, Honda, all that. And my current wife still works there.
Oh, yeah.
So they are like producing at a level that is, and I worked there for damn near 10 years as a technician, so I know.
Yeah.
They're producing, they just now started slowing down, but they were producing all through COVID at a level that was unprecedented. Just, I mean, overtime every day, 6 days, 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts, like nuts, like never seen before. And nobody has an answer why. They're not selling the cars. The only thing we could come up with was that they were building up stock for the threat of layoffs or a market downturn. But yeah, so they were just producing cars for the sake of producing cars. The quality control, I guarantee what Junk's saying is true. It's just, and that's just the components.
Yeah.
I'd hate to see the factory where they're really putting it together.
And I've also noticed too, a lot of the stuff, because I always check this, a lot of the actual components that were coming from Mexico, ironically now are coming from China. And the same exact stuff, only within a couple months. It was really weird, but yeah, the quality has just been unbelievable. Like bolts not tighten, like it's just crazy. My current wife. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I love how he said my current wife.
Oh, frick.
Twist the knife. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't say it. We didn't say it.
Well, how
I
else
just got told to change a battery in a remote start. Like that's not the first thing I didn't check.
It's Grimmute there. How is that? Those I want a set of those so freaking bad.
the little cutters.
Oh, the best.
I have a pair of Kleins. They work all right.
I have the Kleins too, and honestly, I just bought them. I don't know, probably 8 months ago because I never bought flush cutters. I have dikes. I wanted to see what the real true need for flush cutters was, and honestly, I hardly ever use them. I'm just so used. I don't care about getting perfectly flush up to the zip tie because it might scratch my little arm.
Yeah, I just use dikes.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever needed flush cutters, at the last job, we had a lot of robotic welders. And when you'd have like a wire change, if you were good, which most of us weren't, but if you were good and you caught it ahead of time, we had a splice machine. So they could literally still be running the equipment. And if we caught it early enough, we pull that end of the previous barrel out. And it's like a little, I think it's called Wire Wizard brand. It's a butt welder. It's a very small induction butt welder. And you butt weld the two wires together. But to do that properly, you have to have that flush cut or else you're never going to get the slag off of it. So that was the only time I can legitimately think of that we really had to have flush cutters. So much so that we steel cable tied them to the units so they would never get lost. But yeah, I mean, we didn't even use that thing half the time because guys were too lazy to check the weld wire. You're talking probably 600 robots across the plant. I mean, or probably more. Just ungodly amounts of stuff. And guys would just wait till it ran out and then shut them down for 10 minutes and change out the wire.
Well, AB1 just made a comment that comment, and that's the perfect time. Tools and Trash showed up because we're going to go ahead and give away
Hey, tools and
Hey,
trash.
something
We
from
never
Work
did-
Pro.
We never did catch work or Roadrunner, right?
Nope,
Earlier.
Roadrunner did not. So we'll do the Work Pro one, and then we'll pick a second number to give away your second bottle of it. But what we got from Work Pro here? Hold on, my light has slowly drifted down. We got a 4-piece. Let me make myself big.
Yeah.
Remove from stream, that wouldn't be good. Solo, there we go. We got a 4-piece pliers set from Work Pro.
Work Pro. You gotta make them wrench and stuff, and vice grips.
Get them.
What was the? Oh, they were giving away something on Instagram. What was the slogan? Was good. Win it with Work Pro.
Yeah, we're with Work Pro.
Win it with Work Pro. There you go. I'm
We're gonna give away that
contractually
full
obligated to do a Work Pro jingle every time I'm on a live stream. So
I think you should, and there's Work Pro. They're listening right now.
Yep.
They're like Big Brother. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
win it.
Kingsport is coming in too. Kingsport. All right, so let's see. I think, well, since Junk from Work is the Work Pro King, pick a number 1 through 38.
29.
29 goes to SOT Metalworks. Are you still in the house?
Hey.
I saw him earlier. I bet you he's still here knowing him.
Heisen.
Miss OT. Work Pro. Oh, good man! I snapped at somebody at work today. I got like reprimanded, brought into the office.
We
Oh
do
my
need
God.
to get into that.
It felt so good, boys. Oh, it felt good.
You know, like we're adults. If a company pulled me in the office, like it's not fucking school. There's no timeout.
Let's not get into that shit because I can go down that road too. One more number from Junk from Work for Just Wrench It, Matt, who's not even here with us anymore. Give away his bottle opener. One more number.
30.
30. Aubrey Kuhn with the second bottle opener. And I have seen them recently. I don't see SOT in the house anymore.
Unfortunate.
We might have to pick a new one.
Hey, there's Aubrey.
All right. We're gonna bullshit about this work stuff, and if SOT doesn't say something by then, we'll go ahead and we'll do 2 numbers on the next giveaway. So,
Work.
tell us what happened with work.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think anybody cares.
Beans.
I yelled at our parts department today, quite significantly, actually, quite severely. So we have recalls that come in, and the manufacturer will mandate how long they pay you for those recalls. So the one that I had, it's the simplest, stupidest thing ever. Ford on their Escapes and Edges, they have electric power seats, and there's a piece of sharp metal on one of the seat rails that can cut somebody, and everybody's afraid of lawsuits. So the recall is you bring it in, you put a piece of like velvet tape over it, and you ship it out the door, fixed. So it's so stupid. It's just so it pays 0.4, like it's nothing. Like you're losing money as soon as you bring that thing in the door, but it's part of being a dealership. So I put my parts request in for this tape, and I go and I get the tape, and they give me a piece of tape this long. And I as soon as they handed it to me, I knew this was not enough to complete the task that I needed to do. And by that time, I already had a significant amount of time, more than what was actually mandated to, cover the service that I was supposed to do. So I went back to parts. I said, I would like some more tape, please. This length of tape cost a grand total of 97 cents. That's it, Canadian cents. That literally, you guys don't have a denomination that goes that low. And she tells me, if I knew how to read the service order, or the manual, I would know that was enough tape to complete my recall. So I then proceeded to print the manual, highlight all the areas in which they outlined how much tape that you needed, both in metric and in imperial, just in case she couldn't get that through her head. I did the math, the long division, I converted it into millimeters and into feet, and I laid it on her desk, and I proceeded to absolutely unleash on them. Something to the effect of, how come every time I have to deal with you, it's the worst thing of my life? You're the most arrogant people that I've ever had the pleasure of working with. I worked in the oil patch for 7 years, and I have never been talked to the way I've talked to you here. Now, this all went down in front of customers that were in the showroom, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
That was my problem. So, yeah. So I was brought into the office, and then I calmed down, and I completely. They were a little bit upset at first, and we have the worst parts department on the planet. And by the end of it, there might be some layoffs. So, and it ain't gonna be me. I would love to quit. I would love if they. But anyways, so I don't want to go into it any further.
Well, they got money. They got money invested into you now. You're pretty much gonna have to murder somebody to get.
They gave us a
fired.
Christmas bonus, and I figured just in labor last year, and I was off. I only worked about half a year. They made almost $150,000 off me. And I'm slow as shit.
What did you just say? You got a Christmas bonus?
I did. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy.
All my years of working, I've gotten one Christmas bonus.
Yeah.
Well, at least you have someone to yell at. Like, so I went into this one apartment to do like 2 work orders, and these guys, once I was done, it was, one more thing. And they kept having me fix stuff. And if you're going there for one thing, you bring the tools for that. And I take it out on like the walls and doors and elevators. Like, I went in the elevator and just like kicked the wall, and the whole, you could feel the elevator move. And
you're just praying it falls to end this.
Like I go down the shop, and like we have metal doors and stuff for storage, and like I've kicked a few of them in, and there's apartments right above me, so I'm sure a few people have heard me take out my anger. I throw things a lot.
I used to be a door puncher, a wall puncher, until I broke my hand one time.
You found a stud, eh?
It was a solid hotel room door.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, those are fire doors. Those are solid.
Yeah. You're not going to punch through that, Brad.
The problem with like tenants in apartments is like it's 90% their fault, the shit I fix.
Oh, guarantee ya.
Yeah.
But they act like you're the one who built the building back in the 70s or 60s. The one girl
Why
told
would
me
you put all this asbestos in here? It makes no sense.
One girl told me I plumbed the building wrong. Plumbing needs to go on the outside of the building.
Yeah, that's when you build her an outhouse out back.
I said, where the fuck did you live where there was plumbing on the outside of the building?
Kentucky.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I like the part where Neil talked about getting called into an office, because I myself, Mr. Tough oil field worker, have been called into an office by my supervisor because I've to be told that I was too intimidating.
Oh,
You?
Non-approachable.
oh, I can 100% see that.
You're like the nicest guy. You're like a teddy bear.
That Brad? That guy there?
Nice
Okay.
guy. I work with this guy who, at the last job, I worked with him, and he was like the lone wolf. Like, totally. I mean, we have major projects, right? That when stuff breaks down that requires 2 people, will not take help, right? And so, because he was just that rough, like nobody wanted to deal with him. He was unapproachable. And like, I was just like, fuck it. I'm just going to go bother him. And I kept bothering him. Me and him still to this day, I'm the only one he talks to. We text, we talk, and everyone's like, what did you do? I was like, I just kept talking to him until he talked back. Like, you don't accept that. And I would be the only one he would accept help from. So, and he's a smart guy. He knew his stuff. It's just some guys are like that, but I don't take Brad as that type.
I don't take myself as that type either. The worst thing I am is I'm a bit of an asshole. Like, I'll tell you the truth. If you want to learn how to do something, or if you screw something up, I'm gonna say, hey, you screwed that up. Let's try to fix this shit, or go away. I don't feel like chit chatting with you. I'm busy working right now. But
Brad's a straight shooter.
No, not
Straight
me.
shooter, Brad. Brad can be brutally honest sometimes. Like the other day, like I did that dancing video on. Hey, you fat fuck! Whoa, Brad, hello. Hi, I'm dinner first.
Yeah, he's PG.
You gotta know how
on
to
his
take him.
channel, but on yours, he's X-rated, right?
Oh, the guy is filthy. I would never.
But the fact is it's I when I got called into the office for that, I literally just started laughing, and my supervisor literally just started laughing, and we talked about which pussy it was that probably said it, and it's not, which he didn't actually tell me.
Yeah.
But he gave me hints of who to stay away from, and it's just ridiculous that that's in the oil field. When I was at the plant, guys were more catty than women were.
Oh my good Lord!
Big time, man.
Unbelievable. I don't got time for it. I can't put up with it. And yeah, you get to a point where you're just like, I've had enough of this high school shit, man. Like, can we just get the job done, be professionals? Like, I'm not looking to make friends. Honestly, I am paid to be in the building with these people. That's the only fucking reason I'm here. I'm not here because, like, oh, hey, buddy, let's go. Like, people will go to work and then go camping on the weekends with people they worked with all week. Like, don't you want to see your family? Are you crazy? No, I don't want to see you.
We had guys, safety was, and see, the big thing too is, it seems like in the last 8 to 10 years, people quit trying to outwork somebody to get ahead, and just figured out how to get them in trouble to get ahead.
Bitch ass bitches.
And it's that the plant was really bad about that. The oil field was starting to be bad about that. But the plant, if you didn't have all your safety shit in line, people would sneak out. Instead of saying, hey, man, you forgot your lockout tag out on this one. Because there's some where you got to put a lock on 8 different boxes, You start getting big pieces of equipment. They won't help you out. They'll go tell the safety guy.
All right, boys. I want to get out of here. I want to appreciate, thank you very much for having me on. Can I just quickly say, win it with Work Pro, doing it right. Enjoy your live stream, boys. We'll see you later.
Later, McCockiner.
McCocken.
Barry McCocken.
Take
Thank
it
you.
easy.
We actually need to pick a new winner for Work Pro because I didn't see SOT make it.
I could have swore Work Pro tagged them in a comment after they won, and I always thought if you can add somebody, then they're in the chat, but
No.
I haven't seen them.
Not true. And Aubrey wanted to give the bottle opener away for somebody else. So we'll let Mr. Knox 2 numbers. First number will be for Work Pro. Second number will be for the bottle opener, 1 through 40.
Let's go 12 and 35.
Well, and you're gonna like 35, and it's a great guy for a bottle opener. So number 12, the Work Pro winner, Deadwood Casting. I'm pretty sure he's still in here. Pretty sure. And the bottle opener, your buddy and mine, Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy, number 35.
Oh, he can't even use a bottle opener.
What? He drinks.
No, he sticks it between his ass crack and then punches down and pulls it out.
Oh, perfect. Well, that bottle opener is pretty nice and long, so he'll
He's getting old. Maybe
have a
the
good
cheeks
time.
won't work. One of these, he'll need an opener.
I love old Fuzzy, man. Did you ever see my thing on TikTok? I sent it to you with the Fuzzy Wuzzy thing.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah, the guy
re-edited one of his videos.
that looked like Fuzzy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Deadwood Casting, hopefully you're still in here. You got to say something. We got 2 more prize packs. We got PB Swiss and something from Vessel. So we got some good stuff still left.
Vessel.
From Vessel, something that's not even on the market yet.
Damn.
What?
Ooh.
Brad's
You're
work
getting
face.
secret stuff?
He's missing
I tell you
big
what.
time.
Let's make a new list real quick. If you comment something now, we're gonna make a fresh list because we are an hour and a half in. I don't blame people for having to go. It's late. I saw. Was that no? Hold on. I'm gonna start writing people down for about 15 minutes, and then we're gonna crank out these giveaways because I get caught up in talking and don't give the shit away, and I don't want to have a 4-hour live stream like Neil used to back in the day.
I learned from Neil. I do 4 hours.
Steve. So, Mr. Neil, how's your hyper tough doing? I got to watch at least half of that video. I didn't get to finish it all. That's a good here's something I've been struggling with. Do you think as a content creator you can really watch other people's content and still make good videos?
Yeah.
See, I'm starting to get to where I'm almost like not watching anybody anymore.
Why? Because it just throws you off, or?
Well, for one, I don't. I mean, everybody knows I talk a lot of shit, and I kind of get tired of doing that. I feel bad all the time, but I just see so much bullshit on YouTube.
No, I mean that's true. I've kind of gotten away from like tool related stuff. Like I'm very tired on that, I guess. But like,
the other thing is too is if I have a tool or something I know I'm going to review, I will purposely not look up other reviews of that.
Oh, really? That's weird. I do look up the other reviews.
See, the way I want it to be my opinion.
Well,
and I don't want to be influenced by other people's thoughts.
I look it up to see what they missed. What didn't they talk about? What didn't they do? I mean, if it's a physical, like I'm doing a testing or something. That's interesting that you say that because it's a double-edged sword, really.
Yeah, I see that.
Mm-hmm. You watch one of my videos, I miss everything. If you want to do a good video, you watch my video and then read the comments about everything I missed, and then you put your video together with a little script there, and you got a winner.
Did you say I have script? My videos are the most rambling videos. The reason I have to edit is because I ramble so damn much.
You sound so clear and concise when you do it, though. Like yours, like the coupon videos are obviously an overlay, but like I don't know, it's seamless. Like I think about doing stuff like that, and then I'm like, no, I can't piece it all together.
Now the coupon videos are probably the easier videos I do, which is why I don't miss them very much. They get viewed. People love that shit for some reason. And I don't blame it. You know, somebody that doesn't go to Harbor Freight very often doesn't know a lot of what I'm telling them. But as far as making the video, it's usually like a bunch of 30-second clips. It's like 3 or 4 sentences, then I got to regroup. And when I make regular videos, it's the same way. Is I get 2 minutes of good information out, and then I've got to delete 15 minutes of telling you the same thing 14 million times in a video, just to make it watchable.
I still have to figure out how to edit.
I don't think you should. I'm telling you, and if you can do videos, even slight like CP, I don't think he edits at all. If you can get away with that and you can grow your audience to where they get used to that, that's the way to go, man. You can put a video every single day, no problem.
Right? Knox, you don't do like a super load of editing, do you?
Yeah, I cut a lot of bullshit out of mine.
But I mean, it's not like. Is it heavy? I mean, I've watched some of your stuff, and I don't remember it being like that obvious.
Yeah, I try not to make it obvious, but
okay.
Yeah, I'll shoot a video, and it'll be 30 minutes of me talking about shit, and by the time I get done with it, it's 8 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. That seems to be normal. But yeah, Neil, I would agree with Brad. If you can figure out how to make those videos without editing, you are like, I'm legitimately considering, not that I have good enough content or enough content, but I'm legitimately considering an editor. It's so much fucking time. And like Brad's on another level with his graphics and the inserts and the things that he's doing, that I'm looking at that going, that would take me 4 hours.
That's what makes his channel his channel.
Right.
My thumbnails, I hook you in and then give you crap content.
Dude, we really need to. I'll powwow with you sometime later. I don't know how you're doing all the graphics, but dude, they look awesome. Even the one for this stream, there's no way I got a thing like that, and it ain't doing what you got.
You just got to learn how to.
Is that an Apple?
That's a Samsung, but the graphic I made today for this live stream was on an iPhone 6. So
all right, then I'll have to powwow.
I'm supposed to make a video about it eventually. That's what I said I was going to do for my 10,000 subscribers.
Tell me this, if you guys think this would be helpful, because of, and I'm not abandoning the channel at all, but because of the new location being in an apartment, obviously some changes are going to have to be made and some adjustments. But I thought about creating like a second channel, maybe to like improve Tool Channel's YouTube experience, like from a creator perspective, because a lot of us ain't got the time to figure this stuff out. Brad's taken how many years to get to where you are? 2 years? Okay, well, fuck that, because I've taken longer than that, and I don't know anything. Like I know a lot, but it takes so much extra effort just to learn how to make the videos. And
a lot of the YouTube help channels. Tom Nash used to be a help channel, and oh man, he's a smaller guy. Creators. I don't know. Creator Fundamentals. I watch him a lot. Now I don't watch him as much anymore because they make the same videos. You know, how to tag videos, how to do this, how to do that. And I don't know if any of the shit works, to be honest with you. I just do it all. If they say tag, I tag, write a big description, do a good thumbnail, do it all, and just hope for the best.
Do you think that would be helpful though to some people? I'm not looking for that to like replace the channel or anything. But do you think it would be helpful? Because I don't think a lot of us, we just want to review the tools or talk about the tools. Like nobody really puts that much. I don't think we put that much effort into polish.
The way I look at it is, if it's something you want to do, if it's something you have fun doing and you're excited to do it. Because that's what people like to watch. People like to watch other people doing what they like to do, something they're passionate about, something they truly enjoy. But if it's something that you're going to do just because you think it'll get views or anything like that, then I'd say...
Oh, no. For sure this wouldn't. Because it'd be specifically geared at like the tool and car channels, and that's already like a small slice of YouTube.
I'd say put a feeler video out on your normal channel and see how it does. Like me, I put wood turning videos out on my normal channel before I started branched off into the Brad's wood turning now. And that channel's actually growing, and I ain't doing shit with it.
Have you got monetized on it yet?
I'm at like 800 subscribers on it.
Okay.
I only have like 5 videos and haven't put a video out in months, 3 or 4 months. But the watch time's not there yet.
Now, I've been wanting to ask you this, and I don't mean to hold the conversation, but you know, like all those, the YouTube-y, like epoxy videos and the project videos, the woodworking videos, have you thought about attempting something more on that level, that the more like the, I don't want to say viral, but you know, those kind of like aesthetically pleasing wood projects? Have you thought about trying to like do something like that to kind of catch a wave?
Well, one of my videos on a channel with 800 subscribers has 16,000 views. So
okay.
I'd say I'd say that's pretty good.
So, are you planning on doing more of that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's my. This is this one. 16,000 views. Yeah. That video did very well.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, I remember that one.
So, I mean, it's all about the thumbnail, in my opinion. And Deadwood, didn't you just win something?
Maybe a while
I don't know.
back.
You changed the name of that channel?
Yes. Instead of Rated R, I went to Brad's Wood Turning, and I'm aligning the brands, and it's mainly because of this, because I'm selling my paste,
Right.
and it's got the Brad's Workbench background, but I sell it on my wood turning channel. And Deadwood, by the way, you won some shit. Now that you're back, I don't have to redraw it. I don't blame people for leaving because I can rarely sit through an entire live stream. I usually jump back and forth all the time. Sweet. All right, Deadwood. So you won the Work Pro 4-piece set. You need to send me an email or email, Instagram, get a hold of me some way. You need to link your wood turning channel in the channel section of your main page. I thought it was. I'll have to check that again, though. I haven't really promoted my wood turning on Brad's Workbench because I'm really, like the rock bowl that I just showed you had 16,000 views on a channel with 800 subscribers. It has like 500 views on my main channel, Brad's Workbench, with 15,000 subscribers, because it's just not the right content for the channel. So that's the main reason I opened up the second channel.
Yeah, I just checked. It's not one of your featured channels.
Wow.
You got Jeff Parker, Dan McKevitt, Bearded Jack, and
That thing, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
yeah. You need to put it on there so people see
Deadwood
it.
said he had to put the baby down, so I'm glad he came back to win the Work Pro Tools 4-piece set. Let's give something else away while we're at it. PB Swiss or Vessel? Let's go PB Swiss. Y'all don't know PB Swiss. PB Swiss makes some awesome shit, and I can't even find my screwdrivers right now.
No, their screwdrivers are the best.
They are. They are really nice. This isn't what you're winning. This just show you something from PB Swiss, because not a lot of people know about PB Swiss. But this is their Torx driver. Focus on the driver, please. Please, camera. Please, camera.
Pull it back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anyways, it's a Torx driver. And it is literally the best Torx driver I've ever used. Like, it gets in there and will grip a Torx bolt better than anything I've used. And I mess a lot with Torx, especially with deck screws and everything else. Awesome quality stuff. They decided, I should have left myself big, to send over this. A nice little set of a little mini stubby screwdriver with the bits in the handle, which are some high quality bits, little ball end hex drivers, and a bottle opener. Too bad Autobahn Dan's not still here, although I'm sure he probably already has the bottle opener. All right. Get me off of me. So, a PB and Swiss sandwich, says Humphrey.
Damn it, I should have left too.
Yeah, what the hell? So, Knox,
Nobody
1 through 24.
1 through 20. Let's go 19.
No. Did Neil leave with me?
Yes, everybody left except Knox. Knox is still in there. So 19, Aubrey Kuhn, Mr. Big Winner tonight. And yes, you can win twice. I don't mind that, especially since I made a separate list. He definitely didn't know Aubrey Kuhn was numbered 19.
I think she was 17 last time.
I've seen Aubrey in the chat. I know he's still here, and I don't know if he's on Instagram or not. I don't think so. So, Any of my other videos, there's an email in the description. Shoot me an email. I'll send your address over to PB Swiss. They'll send you the stuff, and we'll all be happy.
That's the ideal way to do a real giveaway, is to just let the manufacturer send things out. It's so much easier.
I want to go and do the vessel one while we're at it. The vessel one is pretty cool. They're sending this to me, so I have to send it out, which kind of sucks because I have to pay the shipping, but that's okay because it's a pretty cool little thing. It's a bit driver, 2 bit drivers. One, focus. Let me go on me because I want to show these off.
Ooh.
So,
I got you.
so these are new to market, and it's a little bitty bit driver. This is their low profile, has like a 15-degree offset, and is Japanese industrial standard bits that a lot of people seems like. You get that one, and where's the other one? And a straight one. It'll focus there. Focus is great on my phone. So that's a pretty cool little price because they, like I said, they are not even selling those yet.
That's really cool.
I think that's offset.
The offset looks handy as hell to get into a tight spot. So we got one more. I see I didn't. I think I pretty much still have everybody in here. A1B1 is in there. Yeah, okay. Neil, since you haven't had the honors lately, 1 through 25.
I'll go with 1.
Number 1, Steve Combs, always watching. I know Steve is still here. He just commented. Pretty nice to get Steve, the vessel driver.
In my head, I called that. I was like, somebody should probably pick 1 because that's like the one that's never going to get picked. So props to that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I picked the last one last time, and I went with the first one this time.
Yep.
So.
There you go. Get the ends.
CP's in the house now, too. We'll add him on in because we have one more prize pack, and it's my personal prize pack.
Well, I'm assuming then if he's in here that he must be done with his Friday night stream.
I assume so, too. Steve, you're not on Instagram, but I know you know my email, so make sure you email me your address, all that good stuff, and I'll get it sent. It hasn't arrived. It was supposed to arrive in time for the stream. You know, the holidays and stuff, and I make no promises to anybody that anything will arrive before Christmas. In fact, I can almost guarantee it won't arrive before Christmas. I saw somebody I missed.
Davian Martinez.
Yes, that's actually who I was writing down.
Davion.
All right.
Davion.
Let's do this last prize pack that I put together. And Nick Pixel. By the way, right, rest in peace, Tough Tool Reviews. Oh, man, MD Lee.
Oh, yeah. That's bringing it back, isn't it, Brad?
That's way back. Way back.
Mm.
I bet you half the people on my channel don't even. Just
I'm not
his,
familiar. What is
you
that?
don't know who Tough Tool Reviews is, huh?
Was it TTR back in the Marcus Tools days?
Yes. Marcus Tools was right when I was about to change it over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For people that don't know, my channel started out as Tough Tool Reviews. If you go watch my first 10 videos or so, you'll hear me say it.
Yep.
Like, I never said on my first channel name. That's like Rated R Wood Turning already got changed to Brad's Wood Turning, which isn't as catchy, I don't think. But Brad's Nut Bowl giveaway. How did you know, Mark C? We do have a nut bowl in here. I added one of my trays. And Neil picked this one out, by the way. Gave him a choice of 2, and he's the only one that responded. Everybody else was busy. Got a nice little nut bowl. But I got a big box of stuff that I've just collected over the year. Extras, things that, I picked up for cheap or Amazon sent back. So
Did
let's
your
go through.
does your nut bowl come with a dick pic?
And I don't have time to make a dick pic, but I looked for one and I'm sold out. It's sold out of dick pics. Those are actually
good.
pretty popular though. The number
He
one
did get-
pick.
He gave me a big butt plug. Bottle opener.
That's our secret, Neil.
That'd have been the
So I tried
trifecta.
I tried to put a
The
mix
nut
in
bowl,
here.
the dick pic, and the butt plug.
Now you got me thinking. You got the wheels turning now.
Yeah,
You gotta
gotta
All
go
of
after
the tools.
market.
You gotta combine them.
Mhm.
It looked like a vessel.
All right. So we got the bowl. I'm also going to add in, I got one more of these screwdrivers. It's a ratcheting screwdriver. I think the Tools and Trash video where I made him a new handle, this was the other handles I was working on, so I just put a ratcheting end in that. The nut bowl I just showed you. We got two vessel screwdrivers. These are one's flat and one's Phillips 1, 2, and 3. This is pretty cool how they combined a Phillips 3 and a Phillips 1. And it actually works. I tried it. And then these are two flat heads. What else have we got in here? We got a mix of old tools too. I got an old chisel. I put the handle on it, and it doesn't need to be reground, but I'll do that before I send it to you. This is an old Union, chisel. Tools to Trash. If you don't know Tools and Trash, you got to go look at his channel. He's one of my favorites to watch. Another little old tool if anybody needs restored. I don't even know where I got this, but somewhere along the way I picked this up. Little oil squirter. Something from Miles Craft. Stubby drill bits. Stubby bit set.
That's
And
nice.
these I've been using. They sent me 2 sets, so this is an extra one. And they're pretty good. They're pretty sharp. They surprised me how well they're actually doing. Great in a drill press when you got something larger on there. A hand plane, of course, is my channel. I got to give somebody a hand plane. Now, this isn't an expensive one. This is a mild one, but it's sharpened. I've actually used this. It will cut, and it cuts pretty good. There's more.
Brad does like the old hand finish on all of his wood projects.
Yeah, it does.
There you go, the old can finish.
Yeah.
These I picked
Ooh,
up cheap from Tractor Supply, little welding magnets. I have a ton of them, so I might as well give these away to somebody else. And not last but not least, I was tempted just to keep 2 sets of these, but what do I need? 2 sets.
Oh,
Double
oh
box
damn.
gear drive ratcheting wrenches. This is a metric set. I'm going to be reviewing the other set that they sent me eventually. Of course, you know, I got to use them a little bit first, but no skip set. I'm pretty sure it's a no skip set, but these are pretty sweet, man. I have been very pleased with using them so far, so I'm happy to give these out to somebody and see how they like them as well. And we can talk about the gear drive drama too here in a minute. Have you heard the gear drive drama, Neil?
No.
They're gear drive and Duratech or Max Tech or Dura something. I have to look it up.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Yeah, Duratech or something like
Yeah.
that.
They had to end up changing their name. But so that's my big box of stuff I've collected over the years just to kind of give back, say Merry Christmas to everybody. And Knox, since you were with me in the Tough Tool Review days, Margot's Tools days, pick a number. One, and this is going to be open. If you've won already, you can win this as well. And I've got everybody in there. Do I got Boneyard? Yep. All right, 1 through 28. Little apple pie.
1 through 28. My favorite number between 1 and 28. Have to be 23.
23.
Yeah,
Boneyard wood
still the best
turning.
basketball player.
Definitely. Boneyard wood turning. I'm pretty sure he's still in here. I've seen him come in and out. So hopefully he is still here.
Yeah, he was here not long ago.
You want a nut tray and a bunch of... There he is. Boneyard wood turning. You know what? I'm glad just to get rid of half of this stuff.
Yeah, that box.
It's just crazy all the shit you get sent. And like even some of my old tools, I just don't need them anymore. So I'd like to see somebody actually get some use out of them. So whole Boneyard wood turn. I'm glad another woodworker wanted to because there's a lot of wood shit in.
Yeah, there's all kinds of nut residue on that bowl.
Definitely nut residue. That's my secret ingredient to my tongue wax, by the way.
Yeah, fermented cheese.
So the Duratec, the gear drive Duratec thing, pivoting off of the nut juice.
Did you see BSS's comment?
The signed bikini picture. You know, I talked to my wife about that, about doing a giveaway where all of us could have got together and signed a picture to give away, but it just wasn't enough time to do it. And I have looked into making a Tool Tuber calendar, by the way. I've looked at the websites of making your own calendar.
Oh, it can't be that hard.
No, it's not. It's not that hard. I just don't think anybody would pay it. It'd have to be around $40 a calendar.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're gonna have to get a bitch bikini fishing next to you.
A what?
$40
I bet
bikini.
Kinko's, is Kinko's even still in business? Those copy companies. I bet they could do it for cheap. Yeah. I bet they could do it cheap.
I don't know. I just looked at 1 or 2 websites, and most of them were around $29 to make the calendar. And then you got to think if we make them and then I've got to sell them or something, there's going to be shipping after that. So
yeah, no one's going to pay for that. Joke or no joke?
I don't know. If I could get Knox wearing nothing but them goggles and just that wrench placed right in the right area.
Well, then he's got to sub to his OnlyFans. OnlyFans/Hard Knocks Forge.
Is that right?
My dog's OnlyFan makes more than my YouTube account. So, I mean, that's the market for OnlyFans.
One of my buddies actually, and this sounds crazy, but hear me out on this. He's a guy, and he started an OnlyFans where he eats food. Just eats.
Oh.
Just eats food. That's what he does. And all I know for sure is that it's profitable enough for him to keep doing it.
There's got to be more to this story.
Yeah.
No. I've looked at it. It's him eating food. That's it. People will pay for anything anymore. There are women that have made entire livings off of selling pictures of their feet. I mean, there's weirdos out there that want to see strange stuff.
That blows my mind. They have it so easy, man.
Take a picture of your feet.
5 toes on each foot. Ridiculous.
Oh, jeez.
I got to know more about this eating food. There's got to be something.
Well, there's whole YouTube channels about it.
What's the gear drive?
Yeah.
Oh, the gear drive Duratec. The gear drive thing is they had to change the name because of gear wrench, allegedly. This is just things I've heard. And I saw a Cadmus Maximus video where he said Duratec was an Amazon brand now, and it's not. Duratec is Gear Drive, or is it Duratec?
Yeah, it's something like that.
Because as soon as I saw it, I was like, man, that's exactly like the Gear Drive stuff. But
I don't like. What does
I
Gear
just-
Wrench own on Gear Drive?
that's what I think is bullshit. Because I think anybody that sees Gear Drive and thinks it's Gear Wrench
is stupid.
exactly. Exactly, because it's
That's what's
different
wrong with
colors.
America.
Hey,
right
come
there.
on now. There are people that say Icon tools look like Snap-on and feel like Snap-on and work like Snap-on. So
So it must be.
they're
I
idiots
don't know.
out
I've
there.
been to Harbor Freight
Yeah.
once. They look the same.
Neil, I think you're a closet Harbor Freight fan. I think if you had one closer,
I've been to Harbor Freight once in 35 years. So,
you're just like the total guy that should not be anti-Harbor Freight, though.
well, now that I did that hyper tough drill video, I'm gonna put it up against Bauer drill.
See, there you go. That's the thing is we need. I think the whole Harbor Freight scene needs more people that don't love Harbor Freight. You get what I'm saying? And it's the whole thing that bothers me with the tool channels, and the reason why I quit watching a lot of them. It's because people are so damn loyal to these brands and stuff. It's ridiculous. And even the people that say they're not loyal are usually loyal to something, you know. And I
Never.
I did that Harbor Freight impact driver review, and people like that because I went into it thinking it wasn't going to be great, but it's a good tool.
And that's what they need. That's what I'm saying is anybody making a Harbor Freight video always seems like they think Harbor Freight is the bee's knees. It's the creme de la creme, the greatest tool on earth. But you need more people that look at the tool and just know that it's a shitty tool or it's a decent tool, but it'll get the job done. I think that's why I've had success in it, because yeah, I do a lot of Harbor Freight videos, but I don't love Harbor Freight. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no. The other thing too is like I could use that Bauer drill at work. It would last me, you know. It's not going to break down on me. But like I also have a lot of people that still think I'm a mechanic. I don't know why, but they come in there and they're like, "Oh, I thought you were a mechanic." I'm like,
Well, anybody that uses tools is obviously a mechanic.
Yeah, you got to wonder where their baseline is coming from, right?
And I've been
We are
I've been
all
hearing this.
guys who fix stuff, you know, so we get lumped into a category by the normies as, you know.
I've
Yeah.
seen this from more than just Yoda, Doug. Harbor Freight owns Snap-on. It's like the same rumor comes up every 8 months. It just recirculates to where people start thinking this again.
Mhm.
Snap-on wouldn't allow that, like, ever. Can you imagine?
But people really
They would
think
just
it.
go bankrupt.
I mean, without the loyalty that they have, I think they should have already. I think they have enough brand loyalty to hold out, and for some reason, people that are willing to pay the prices they're asking for things in a lot of cases. But I think the tool truck franchise aspect of it is one of the reasons, because they don't suck up that loss. When a tool truck operator suffers a loss or decides to get out of the game and never quite gets paid back all the way, they're not completely sucking up that loss. Mostly that's on the tool truck.
right. Yeah, they have a person to
it's like a limited liability business, and I wish people would notice that, and maybe I know a lot of them are dicks, but treat the Snap-on guys, the Matco guys, your Mac guys, a little better when they come around, because of that fact. Like, they're putting their ass on the line, their families, budget on the line for these tools to try to, make this into something. It's weird the way that people kind of dog them sometimes. And again, not all of them are personable. Not all of them are your best friend or good salesmen for that matter, or know much about tools. But like, they're sucking, like, they're doing that thing that you wouldn't, right? They're buying all this stuff, leasing the truck, doing all this in hopes they can make it work. And like, a lot of people dog on them. I mean, I still respect the hustle. I don't think it's necessarily something I would do, but it's interesting to see that Snap-on as a company and a lot of these other tool truck companies hide behind that as their main income.
No liability.
Well,
Right.
it's a beautiful business model for Snap-on. It's
A lot of people don't know. Even the guys who get on the trucks don't know that those dealers buy their tools from Snap-on and from Cornwell. All that shit that's on those trucks
Exactly.
is theirs. It's not Snap-on's. It's not Cornwell's. It's not Mac's. It's not Matco's. It's theirs.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Right.
their
They
shit.
think
bought
they're
it in hopes
holding.
that you would buy it.
That's genuinely what they think. They think they're an inventory holder for the tool company when they're not. They've purchased it at a discounted price probably, but they're trying to resell it for a profit. They don't understand that a lot of times. And the other problem is okay, if you have, let's just say, if they wanted to be really fair about tool truck sales, you can buy some of the stuff online directly from the manufacturer, well, the companies, Snap-on, Matco, etc. You can buy it. It's possible. But in my opinion, if I'm ordering from my shitty little town of Pleasant Hill, right, chances are there's a dealer that is close to or services this area. If somebody orders online and I am your only dealer in that area, I should get a percentage of that commission. That's not what happens with online orders. Snap-on takes all the profit and the dealer gets nothing. It's horrible what they do to some of these guys, and then in turn the community doesn't always treat them, I think, with as much respect as maybe they should get. That's a tough job. I wouldn't do it. I know CP's done it in the past. He said he was pretty successful at it. I think we can all agree he's a charismatic individual, but it's hard stuff, man. I wouldn't do it.
I think, again, it's just like talking about the YouTube thing. If it's something you're passionate about and something you want to make work, you'll probably make it work. If you're going there just for the money, then you're probably not going to see the light at the end of the tunnel type thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
and that's one of the things. Cornwell does not sell over the internet. They're the only company that the only way you can get their shit is through their distributors. But yeah, when you buy something from Snap-on, there's a Snap-on guy in your area that you didn't give money to. He didn't make any money, but chances are whenever you break that tool, you're going to take it back to him. He's out money.
Exactly. That's a good point, Knox. That's a good point, because they have to suffer the warranty repercussions of whatever happens in their area, being the only dealer, but they're not getting anything from the online sales that happen in their area. I mean, we're talking about a small fraction, but for them guys, it could mean a huge difference.
Right. Harvard or Yale. I mean,
Oh. Fellas, I got about 5-10 more minutes left in me. 'Cause I still have things to do.
So I was going to bring it to like, that's a good point that you brought up though, because a lot of companies now, they all, like McDonald's, if somebody does something at a location and they call out McDonald's as a corporation, they go, hey, that's not us, that's that franchise. They have to deal with it in house. But also the other thing too is like people being really loyal to tool brands. I have a very different opinion. Like everything's like, it's not like manufactured how it used to be. Everything's shared. All the parts are shared. There's no like real. It doesn't ever feel like it's a real company. You know what I mean? Like if you're buying Ryobi, you're really buying Ryobi, Hart, Rigid, Milwaukee. They all. So when some guys using a Milwaukee and this is so awesome, it's like, they're good
Now,
tools, but
I can speak a little bit of difference on that because TTI manufactures Ryobi, Rigid, AG, and Milwaukee. But I used to work in pet food, and we'd make everything from Old Roy to fucking that Rachel Ray bitch's Nutrish shit. Now, it's made in the same plant. I can tell you right now, the ingredients are 100% opposite. You don't stuff the shit in Old Roy in the Rachel Ray bag. It just doesn't work. There's a different formula. And that's the thing with the tools, too. They may be made in the same Chinese plant, but there's a different formula. There's a different set of specifics. There's a different set of tolerances for each one of those.
Yeah,
so when
absolutely.
you get into that, brand matters a little bit to guys who are going to use it all the time. Now, if you're just building a cat house for your fucking little cat your kid got, it doesn't matter. You can put that in with a Stanley Black & Decker little bitty drill. That's not a big deal. If you're working construction, you're using something quite a little bit more dependable than the old orange and Black & Decker shit you used to be able to get at Walmart. It's now blue and white.
Yeah, that's for sure. But also, like, like Ryobi will come out with something and they'll run it, and then usually if that product does all right, it'll go up to like Rigid or Milwaukee. Like.
And really, I think that's working together because what brands do? I mean, Milwaukee has established such and it's branding is what it is. You see Milwaukee, and you think high quality. When in actuality, that's not always true because their channel locks suck. Worst channel locks I've ever used. But because of branding, a lot of people will buy them. So they're not going to take a risk of bringing out a new product that might suck and damage their brand. Test it with Ryobi or something like that.
I don't know. They do that. That right angle impact is not it. I mean,
but
they do it.
Also, like the cheaper tools too, though. Like, I don't know. They're, Bauer looks like. I was actually looking at the Bauer hammer drill. It looks a lot like the Hyper Tough.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It does. I've noticed that a lot.
I just saw a light bulb. We're going to get a video. Investigator Matt coming out.
No. I'm not doing shit for a while. I'm not moving until the week after Christmas, it sounds like. And then I took the first week of January off to attempt a set. But I will tell you guys, the few of you that are on here and watching, it's a big ass apartment. It's like a commercial space that was repurposed into apartment. So I am going to have an official whole room that is my office / a YouTube studio. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with that in lieu of an actual garage.
I mean, look at ACM. He's got toolboxes in his kitchen.
We're attempting not to go that far.
You can totally do that now.
Yeah, but and this is no insult to ACM, but how seriously does that get taken? If I don't have a car engine tore apart in my garage, how true are my reviews? I mean, it's negligent.
Well, everyone has a different situation of where they can do shit, you know?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like it seems like I'm crossing into the line of the bear, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be that guy in his living room reviewing tools, and they're gonna be like, "Wait, what?" And maybe they're there, maybe they're not, and then everyone's gonna question it. That's where I don't want to get to. So we'll see what I can come up with. It's gonna be interesting, but
Honestly,
yeah,
I think
it's
if you just stay honest like you're doing and say, look, I'm in a transition in my life right now, and what you're going through is a major transition. People are gonna understand. Everybody's been there, man.
yeah. Open up the video.
Out of hotel rooms.
Yeah.
As long as
Well,
your
yeah.
transition doesn't require a flight to Thailand, then everybody.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff that happens in Thailand, from what I hear.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, I think that's a good place to wrap it up for the night. Matt,
You gonna go make vacation plans?
Yeah.
I want to
Let me
make
get
sure I
right
say
on
thank you to Work Pro, Super Clean, PB Swiss, Vessel. I reached out to a lot of companies, pretty much all the companies I knew, and they were the ones that came back. So they're the ones that are entrenched into wanting to help the community. Congrats to all the winners. I appreciate you guys coming on here and rambling and bullshitting with me tonight. All good channels here. And honestly, when I said I don't watch many channels anymore, the guys I have on my channel are channels I will watch and do constantly watch. Maybe not all in one sitting, because I still got to finish your video, Neil. But I do my best, man. When I see videos from y'all come out, Knox just started putting videos out again. I do my best to make some time to watch them.
Hell yeah.
But all the guys in the chat, y'all have a good Christmas. You won't probably see me till next year. I'm not even doing a second coupon video this month. I said, fuck it.
Harbor Freight killed that last half of the month because of your videos, didn't they?
Yeah. They actually got some good stuff.
Because you were like,
on.
yeah, this coupon's okay, but these suck. And they were like, you know what? We're going to cut his videos short by one a month, and we're not going to the 15th of the month, those coupons are done. We're not going to wait for Brad to make a video. Fuck that guy. Yeah. Their market is on point. On point.
Dude, I want to do a video just going into how big marketing plays in tools and the world in general. Like, marketing firms just think people are fucking idiots. Is what it comes down to.
Have you ever watched Mad Men?
Yes. Good show.
Oh God,
Good.
that's great. I love that show.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all coming on. We're gonna sign off while Matt's still gone. He's just gonna come back and say, "What happened?" All right. Until next time, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Everybody have a good Christmas. We'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.